Okay, good morning. Here we go, you and me, baby. Let's get it done. Take your feet to the width of the mat, toes pointing forward. Take a nice big deep breath. Reach the arms nice and wide, so you're not squishing the shoulders. We're just trying to broaden through the chest and shoulders. So hold here, and then turn your palms up and down, and just keep rotating them. Just a few more times, trying to warm up the shoulders a little bit here. Nice. Now bring the arms halfway by your side and then fold halfway down. Just hold here and then come back up. Arms are not going to change position. Sweep them up a little higher behind you and now fold down again. So you feel the upper back doing some work. Try to get them as high as you can while you fold up and down just a few more times. Keep your chest nice and proud. Don't drop the face when you start to hip hinge. You want to keep that neck nice and long. Okay, on this next one, you're going to fold halfway down, and then we're going to bring the arms out to the side and try to lift them up. And then connect the palms. Let the arms relax. Sweep them back out to the side, and then lower. And keep going. Up and down. Just a few more times. Okay, now you're going to sweep them forward and up. Palms are facing each other. Just work whatever range you can figure out, but try to keep the legs straight and your hips backwards. Two more. Okay, now fold all the way down, let your head relax. Take some nice big deep breaths. Nice little stretch for the lower back and the back of the legs. Hang out here for a few more breaths. Okay, fingertips on the floor out in front. You're going to inhale and extend the spine. From here, flip it all the way back up. Flip your palms to face up and then bring the arms up. And then take it all the way back down again. Let your head go. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. And do that one more time. Come on down. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it all the way back up. And take it down, walk out to a high plank. So baby steps with the hands, coming forward. Now keep your feet where they were and just oscillate between down dog, pushing the heels down, and coming back to plank. And let's just keep going here. Make sure you're hollowing out the belly. Gotta pull that sucker up and into the spine. Okay, let's meet in plank. Bring your feet in so they're just hip width apart. Step your knees into bear. So you're nice and high on the pads of the feet. And from here, small dog and right back to bear. And just keep going. Make sure you got that belly up and in. Okay, let's step back to plank. Go back to a regular down dog. And bend your left knee, press your right heel down. So the right heel is down, left leg is bent. And then switch. And keep alternating side to side a few more times. Nice, now come back to plank. Pull back to down dog, come back to plank. 3 more. Okay, put your knees down on the floor. Walk the hands in so they're under the shoulders. Right into cat-cows. Rounding the back, looking at your knees, and then flip it around Take your gaze forward, hollow out the stomach, and do that a few more times. Nice and slow. Okay, from a neutral spine, I want you to pull the hips back towards the heels. Walk your hands to the corners of the mat. Chest is off the floor, but working its way down. Arms are nice and straight. Keep your head up. Now we're just going to bring the hips all the way down. Take your gaze, look forward. And then take it all the way back with the hips. And come forward. And back. Just good for your hip mobility. Loosening up everything. Waking up everything too. Okay, 3 more of these because they're good for you. Oh, yes. Last 2. And here's your last one. Now you're going to hold those hips back. We're going to open up the shoulders. So take your left palm, reach it up towards the ceiling, and then lift the hand off the floor. Put it down and close it towards the floor. Switch sides. Open, lift, and reach. And relax and keep going side to side. Really get that palm facing up. The hand should only be coming an inch or 2 away from the floor. And the most important thing is that your arms are straight while you do this. One more on each side. Okay, come back to all fours. Your toes are tucked under, so you're going to go right into a small downward dog. And now walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, extend the spine. Squat, bend the knees. Straighten the legs. And keep going. Bend and straighten. Fingertips are on the floor out in front of the feet, and you're not rounding the back. Okay, on this next one, hold the legs straight, reverse swan dive all the way back up, flip the palms, reach for the ceiling. And relax. Okay, warm up is done. Pick up the heaviest weight that you can find. So I'm going to hold it in my right hand, just one weight. I'm going to kickstand my left foot. I'm going to come down with that weight right on the outside of the foot. Like literally right beside the foot. Just go up and down. So not very much weight in your left foot. I would really ideally like all of your weight coming into this right leg. Okay, we're going to add on here. So now this time when you come up, give me a hammer curl to a press. And then back down. Hammer curl to a press. Keep going. Try to resist it when you release the curl. So don't just let the arm go quickly. Try to slow it down. And pay attention to what is going on that left foot. There should be nothing going on that left foot. You have 3 more. One more. Okay, so now hold the weight by your side. 5 times we're going to do a single leg deadlift. So the left leg comes off the floor. Get it straight. Hip hinge and take that weight just beside the foot like you were doing before. And then come back up. 4 more. You go as slow as you need to maintain balance. Nice, now we're gonna switch feet. So change weights with the hands. Keep extending that right leg. Here we go. Take the weight all the way down right beside the foot. I don't want the weight in front of the foot. It's really important that you keep it beside, so we can really weight into this left leg. Right leg's chilling. Got to take my ring off, gotta do that. Keep going. Okay, adding on, give me a hammer curl to a press. Keep going. Again, try to slow down the release of the hammer curl. Two more. Okay, take the weight by your side. Back leg now. Right leg sweeps back, get it nice and long. Single leg deadlift 5 times. Make sure you're coming right up to a standing tall position after each one. Okay, one more. Nice. Okay, put that weight down. We're going to come down onto all fours and we're going to do some kickbacks on our knees. So you have the option to put a towel down to cushion your knees. Do that now if you like. Some people are not comfortable on their knees. I get it. So you could also do it standing, but here we go. Starting with the weight, one weight in the right hand. Give me a little row, so get the elbow up and then extend the arm out and release it. Try to get the arm to go fully straight. Make sure your weight's heavy. You should already be feeling this. This is not a big muscle to work. So, when you can't do any more, switch to the other side and get going. And switch again. We're going to do 3 rounds here. So you do as many as you can on one arm, switch to the other and keep it going. Switch when you can. Try about that chest. You want to keep the spine nice and extended. No rounding. Do one more round on each side. Make sure you haven't dropped your face. Okay, that is it for you. Have a seat. Extend your legs all the way out. We're going to do a little V-sit. So, extend out, fold forward. So you're rounding your back just for a sec. Try to get the forearms down on the floor. Maybe walk the fingers out a little more. Nice, now come up to a very long spine. Left knee comes in, right knee comes in. Take the feet up off the floor and release the arms forward. So you're leaning back till you feel the belly go, oh yeah, you want me to pull in, I got you. Keep the shoulders broad, keep your neck long, straighten one leg, bend it, straighten the other, and keep going side to side. Really try to pull that heel away from the body, keep the foot flexed, do 2 more. Make sure you're looking up so your neck is not not hurting. Now both legs, grab your big toes, hold on to them, proud out the chest, let go, hold your hands right by your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Come all the way forward again like we just did. Elbows down, walk your fingers out. Keep your feet flexed. Okay, come on back up. Nice long spine. This time you take the arms forward. We're going to C curve the spine. Go into flexion. Get the belly in. Come down nice and slow. Till you feel the back touch the floor and then work your way back up. So you're not going all the way down. Dive forward between the legs. Come back up. Roll it down. Suck in the belly. As soon as that back touches, roll it back up. Dive forward. And one more. Nice. Okay, take your hands behind you. Sit up tall, really tall, fingertips only on the floor. All you're going to do here is you're going to lift the left leg up and over to the right and back where it was, all the way to the edge of the mat. And then do the same on the other side, up and over. Don't collapse the spine. So your hands are back there to keep you as upright as you can be. This is a little hip flexor, strengthening exercise, and quad activation. So you're probably feeling it in the front of the leg. Try to get some good height as you cross over. Do a few more. Okay, dive between the legs one last time. Elbows down, fingers walk out. Hold and breathe. Okay, you're going to come down. We're going to do some chest flies. So whatever weight you normally use for that is what you're grabbing before you lie down. You're going to have your legs bent. Start out with your palms facing. Let's get the back down on the floor. So you open out nice and wide till the forearms touch the floor and then bring them back together. So you might limit the range when you start the first few, just to kind of get the muscle memory working, and then try to go a little closer to the floor after you've done a couple. Try to keep your rib cage low here and go slowly so you can think about what you're doing. Keep your neck long and your belly down. We've got a nice loose grip on these weights. We're not squeezing them. Inhale on the way down. Exhale when you pull them back up. Make sure the weights touch at the top of this exercise. A couple more. Okay, put these down. I'm gonna pick up one of my heaviest weights. We're gonna do some skull crushers and some arm work here. So I've got one weight, heavy, 15 pounds. I'm holding it vertically. No, sorry, horizontally, holding both ends of the weight. So I've got the weight centered over my chest. I'm gonna keep the elbows and shoulders stacked. I'm just gonna bend at the elbows slowly till the weight comes down to my forehead and then go back to that straight arm. Really try to do this slow. For a few reasons. One, it challenges us and it gives us an opportunity to manage our form. Make sure you're not hitting your head. You're coming down nice and slow. We're going to do 12 slow reps with a hold at the end that just takes you halfway down. Keep your neck nice and long. So inhale on the way down, exhale as you press back up. Make sure when you press back up, you're getting that nice, long, straight arm. Keep the wrist nice and neutral so you're not cocking the wrist. So I got two more. Then I'm going to do that little hold we talked about. So your elbows should also be shoulder width apart. All you're going to do is just go part of the way down and just hold. Don't move anything, just hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and take the forearms down to the floor. Keep the weight. All you're doing is putting the elbows on the floor beside your body, and now press them straight up to the ceiling, the weight. And then lower back down with the elbows close to the body, press the weight back up. So we're going to combine this. Lower the elbows, press the weight up, do one skull crusher, let the weight come down by the forehead, back to that straight arm, bend the elbows down to the floor. Do 5 more of these. Elbows are right beside the body when you lower them to the floor. Okay, there you go. Rock and roll up, put that weight down. Let's do our outer hips with our band. So get the small band, around the top of your ankles. Come all the way back down again. Legs up to the ceiling. You're going to open out wide, close with control. Do 12 repetitions. Play around with the angle of the legs. If you move them a little more forward, you're using more of your core pressing down to the floor, because you want to keep that back stable. When we get down to 12, you've got that hold to do, so don't go anywhere. Nice and slow with control. Change up your angle a bit. Get a little edgy with these moves. So I have 2 to do, and then I'm gonna hold. So when you hold, get those feet as far apart as you can. 5, farther, 4, 3, 2, and bring your knees into the chest. Keep the band. Take it up by your knees, just above them. Give yourself a nice little hug, maybe make a little circle to massage that lower back. Go the other way. We're going to do some internal and external hip rotation. Very good for you. So let's get the feet to the floor. Keep the bend just above your knees. Open your feet so they're wider than your hips. Walk them as close to your butt as you can. Now, rock the pelvis up and then roll it down. Pelvic rocking before we start this internal and external rotation. Just do a few more. Okay, low back on the floor, bridge it up, press it up through your heels. So no weight in the toes. In fact, you can lift those feet off the floor, keep just the heels down. Now open the band with your hips up. And then close it slowly. And open. And close. Now when you close, I want you to bring the knees completely together and give them a good old squeeze. And then you open back up as far as you can. Squeeze in, so it's 3 counts coming in, 3 counts to squeeze, and 3 counts to open back up. That's how slow it is. Keeping your hips up. This is really good rehabilitation. Good for mobility. Walking, sitting, moving. Okay, you have 4 more of these. Then we're going to hold them out and pulse. To really get these outer hips working. Okay, one more. Before we start pulsing, I want you to open your feet a little wider. Just step them out a tiny bit more. Now, open the knees as much as you can and go in an inch and out an inch. Should be feeling this in the glutes. Hopefully they're talking to you. Now just open out, hold. Keep your butt up. Go in an inch and out an inch again. Open and hold. In an inch, out an inch again. Last one. Open and hold. Little wider, little higher with the hips. And let your butt down. Get rid of the bend. Nice. Now let's just do a nice full body stretch. Take the arms all the way back behind you. Point your toes. Nice. Now bring the arms up. Lift your head. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. And then you're diving between the legs, flexing the spine. Okay. Come all the way back up to standing. We're going to grab some weights and we're going to do some lateral lunges. So whatever weights, you're going to hold two weights. You're going to turn and face the right side of your room. Spread your feet far apart, as far as you can get them. Line up the toes. Not really as far as you can get them, because I want you to feel stable. Now take the weights out in front. You're going to lunge to the right. Spine stays long. Let the weights come down to the floor and press back up through the heel. Stay on the same side and do it 11 more times. It's not a fast move. 3 counts down, or 4 or 5, and at least 3 on the way up. Now, when you start your descent, it's all about trying to move the hips backwards. This is a back of the body exercise. So shift your weight back. Press up through that heel. Come back up completely till both legs are straight. And then start to go back down again. Now, when the weights come down, they should be directly inside that foot, your right foot. Not out in front of it, right beside it. When you're down this side, I just have 3 more to do. You're going to switch to the other side right away. So you got 12, anywhere from 12 to 15 should be enough to really give you some good fatigue. Hips go back when you start to lower, and whatever you do, spine does not round. Get the weights right over by the instep of that left foot. So I have 2 more to do. Get to my 12. I'm definitely feeling it. I hope you are too. Okay. Put them down. You're still standing up. You're going to turn and face forward. You're going to do a little hip mobility. So sumo squat, no weights for right now. I've got my heels barely touching the mat. Hands out in front. Just going to squat down without rounding my back. As long as you can go comfortably and just hold on this spot, 5 counts, and then come back up slowly. Go back down. While you start to go down, push your hips backwards. Come back up slowly. So I want you to press equally through both your feet. Keep your spine long and your face up. Nice. Don't favor a leg. You got to work both of them equally. Nice and slow. You're holding down for at least 5 counts. Couple more. Best one yet. Okay, nice job. Okay, meet me in a high plank position. Shoulders are over your wrists. You're going to pick your left leg up, bring it forward to the left elbow, Sweep it back. Keep it off the floor. Bring it forward and back. Same side, same left leg moving. Up to the elbow. Back out behind you till that leg walks out straight. No movement of the shoulders. Okay, put both knees down. Give me some cat-cows. Little reprieve before we take it to the other side. Nice, back to your high plank. Shoulders are over your wrists. Your body is not going to move. Elbow, right elbow is the side you're working. Fully extend the leg behind you. Touch your elbow. Few more. Nice, go right to a down dog. This is your little reprieve. Straighten out your legs. Push your heels towards the floor. Just breathe. Walk your feet all the way up to your hands. Extend the spine. Reverse it all the way back up. Flip your palms, reach for the ceiling. Get hold of your weights. 2 of them. We're going to do some calf raises. So look down at your feet, get them in line, hip width apart, come up on the toes and lower. Whoops. It's also a great balance challenge. Try not to come down too fast. You want to control it. So you're working equally going down as you are, whoops, going up. You got to concentrate. Try not to let the ankles go out to the side. You want to keep them in alignment. A couple more. Last one. Nice. Okay, put the weights down. We're going to do 90-90 stretch. Actually, one more exercise. I think we have time. Yes, we do. So I'm going to fold my mat in half and I have a disc. So you could use a little towel if you don't have a disc. I'm going to lie down. I folded my mat in half. I got my butt on the edge of the mat. I'm going to put this disc under my right foot. I got my legs bent. So I'm going to get myself into a bridge position with the disc under my right foot. And with the right foot very close to my butt. Bridge it up. Pick your left foot off the floor and take that left knee and bring it in towards you. Now with your hips up, you're slowly going to slide that right foot forward until your butt hits the floor. And then let it go. Put the left foot down. Bring the right heel back in. Bridge it up and do it again. So bridge up, left knee in, right leg goes out as slow as you can. Get on the heel. Slide out, and once your butt's on the floor and that right leg is straight, you release it only to come back in and start again. Bridge up, left knee in, slide out slowly, lower the butt, leg comes back in, bridge it back up. Knee in, leg out. Do 3 more at your own pace. The most important is that you're going out nice and slow. Okay, switch your disc to your left foot. Bridge up. Right knee comes in, leg is bent on that right leg. Slide out. Get onto the heel, slide it all the way out till the leg is straight and your butt is touching the floor. Then start again. The slower you can extend out, the better for you. So it's amazing how, without using a lot of weight, we can find ways that are very challenging for the hamstring. So this is definitely a good exercise to put in the suitcase when you go away. Keep going, you got a few more, 3 more to do. Then we're going to quickly do those 90-90s and say goodbye. Okay, so let's get rid of the disc. Get that mat back to a full length mat. Find yourself sitting all the way over to the right side of the mat and get 90 degrees in the front leg, 90 degrees in the back leg. So hands out in front of that front leg. Come on down with the chest. Hopefully you just got fingertips on the floor. Don't put a lot of weight into the arms. Use your core strength to move the torso up and down slowly. And if you don't need to have the hands anymore, you can hold them at your heart. You can take them by your ears with the elbows out. Makes it a little more challenging. Keep going. We're going to do a few more. Okay, now put the fingertips back down with your torso up. Try to be as upright as you can. So the fingertips are behind the front leg. Pick up that back foot. Even if it's difficult and you can't get much range, it's doing something. Try not to wade into the arms. Nice. Now, leave the left foot on the floor, pick up the knee. You can rotate your torso as the knee comes up. So turn to face the left side of your room, get onto the bottom of the foot, and then lower the knee back down slowly. Rotate left, back down, rotate. Lift that knee as high as you can, or as far towards the back of the room as you can. Do it 2 more times. Then we switch sides. So all the way over to the left. Put your towel under your knee if it's more comfortable. So fingers out in front. Start your lifting and lowering. Look at both legs. Make sure you got the 90-90 thing going on. Try to challenge it with no arms. You might be better on one side than the other, and that's perfectly normal. That's why it's good to train one leg at a time. So this should feel more like an exercise than a stretch. Should be challenging if you're not really depending on the arms. Okay, up here, bring the hands inside that front leg, lift the back foot up and down as best you can. Trying not to lean your body too far left. Okay, now, right knee comes up, get onto the bottom of that foot, rotate the torso along with it, come back down. So you lift and turn, and back down. Lift and turn, and down, and keep going. Really try to open it as much as you can before you start to lower. Don't be in a hurry. And one last one. Nice. Okay, bring that foot forward. Sit up with your legs crossed. Nice and tall. Bring your arms out in front. Walk them forward. Round your back. Lean over those shins. Elbows to the floor if you can. Then see if you can walk your hands a little further out, keeping the elbows down. Just breathe. Okay, come back up. One quick second, cross over the other way. I know we're out of time. Fold down. Couple of deep breaths. And come on back up. Come up onto your feet, up onto the toes, into a fold, and reverse it all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Good job getting it done.